Rumors claim Jin collapsed on set and was rushed to the hospital. But is any of it true? The woman who forcefully kissed Jin turned herself in, and a fan scratched J-Hope's arm. BTS's advice on how to deal with difficult times. And J-Hope talks about what future BTS will look like. Don't miss the full story. The woman who forcefully kissed Jin turned herself in. A woman in her 50s has been officially charged in South Korea after reportedly kissing BTS member Jin without his permission at a fan event. The event happened in 2023, and now the woman is facing legal trouble under the country's strict laws. The incident took place on June 13, 2023, just one day after Jin finished his required military service. At the time, a fan event was held at Jamsil Arena in Seoul, where around 1,000 fans were invited to meet Jin and give him a hug to welcome him back. According to the police, when it was this woman's turn, she didn't just hug Jin, she kissed him on the cheek, breaking the rules of the event. Photos and videos of the moment quickly spread online. In the footage, Jin looked shocked and uncomfortable, and this made many fans upset. People online started sharing their anger, saying they were worried about his safety. Things got even worse when the woman, later on, reportedly wrote on the internet that her lips had touched his neck and described how soft his skin felt. Many people found this disturbing and inappropriate. Someone then reported the incident through a government petition website, which led the police to begin an investigation. Since the woman had already left South Korea and gone back to Japan, Korean police got help from Interpol in Japan to find her. Last month, they were able to confirm who she was and officially register her as a suspect. When she later returned to South Korea, she turned herself in to the authorities. She is now charged with harassment in a public space based on South Korea's law that deals with special cases of these crimes. If found guilty, she could go to jail for up to 1 year or be forced to pay a fine of about $2,150. During the investigation, police also learned that another woman may have tried to kiss or touch Jin at the same event. However, this second person has not yet been identified. This case continues to get attention from the public. It has started conversations about how celebrities are treated at fan events and how important it is to make sure they feel safe and respected. Sadly, this isn't the only recent case. Just days later, J-Hope experienced a troubling encounter of his own during a concert in Jakarta, where he was grabbed multiple times by fans. During J-Hope's Hope on the stage on May 3rd, what should have been a special moment between him and the fans took an uncomfortable turn. The concert, which is part of his solo world tour, included a segment where he walked close to the barricade to connect with fans in the VIP section. But videos from that night quickly spread online, showing something that left many fans concerned. In several clips posted on social media, J-Hope appeared to be grabbed by a fan 3 separate times. The first time, the person held onto his arm so tightly that he seemed to struggle to pull away. Then, just moments later, the same fan seemed to reach up and touch his face, which made him visibly uncomfortable. The third time, as he was walking along the barricade, the same person pulled his arm again, this time so hard that it reportedly left a small scratch on the back of his hand. Once the videos started circulating online, fans from all over the world responded. Many said they were upset by what they saw and worried about how J-Hope must have felt in that moment. One fan said people should respect J-Hope's space, especially since this was his concert, and he should be the one to choose how he interacts. They said that grabbing him like that was crossing a line. Another fan said they noticed J-Hope didn't even make eye contact with the person, which was different from how he usually greets fans. They thought the way he tried to get free, even if he smiled, seemed like it took a lot of effort. Some fans said that if he hadn't stayed calm, the situation might have gotten worse. Many people online shared the same opinion. Getting a chance to see an idol up close is exciting, but it's never okay to make them feel uncomfortable or unsafe. Several fans said the video was hard to watch and that the way J-Hope kept getting pulled looked rough and completely wrong. Some even said that behavior like this could make artists stop interacting with fans in such personal ways during concerts. Others pointed out that it's things like this that ruin special moments for everyone else. Indonesian fans responded too. Many apologized and made it clear that the person involved wasn't part of the local fan base. At the same time, fans from around the world reminded each other that respecting idols' personal space should always come first, no matter what country the concert is in. This wasn't the first time something like this happened on J-Hope's tour. At earlier concerts in cities like Mexico City and Tokyo, fans had also crossed boundaries. Videos from those shows showed people reaching out to touch J-Hope without his permission during barricade segments. These incidents have started serious conversations online about how fans should behave during live shows. Even with these challenges, J-Hope has continued to perform with the same energy and kindness he's known for. Jimin's surprise gesture for his father on Parents' Day has fans talking. Even though Jimin is currently serving in the military, he didn't forget to celebrate an important tradition in South Korea, Parents' Day, which takes place every year on May 8th. Despite being busy with his military training, Jimin found a way to show love and respect to his father, and his kind gesture quickly caught people's attention. Jimin had a bouquet of white and violet flowers delivered to his dad, along with a handwritten letter. In the note, he said that he loved and appreciated his father and that having his support meant everything to him. He also told his dad to take care of his health and ended the message by signing it, "Your son, Jimin." People found out about this act of kindness after Jimin's dad displayed the bouquet in his cafe, Z Millennial. He didn't hide it. Instead, he placed it in a spot where everyone could see it, including the handwritten message. Fans who visited the cafe were able to read the note, and many of them shared pictures and reactions online. It gave people a rare look at the personal bond between Jimin and his father. Fans admired what Jimin did. They said he seemed like someone who didn't let fame change him and always remembered what was important. One fan mentioned that he acted like the kind of child anyone would wish for. Others talked about how heartfelt his message was and how much warmth it showed. To many, this wasn't just about flowers, it was a sign of his good character. According to fans, this isn't the first time Jimin has done something like this. They said he has been sending his father white and purple flower bouquets on Parents' Day for the past 3 years. Those two colors are meaningful because they are often connected to BTS and their fans. Jimin's habit of remembering his parents, even while he's busy or far away, has been seen as a reflection of how much he values his family. One fan said Jimin is someone who doesn't forget where he came from, and that he shows what it means to be a good person before anything else. They believed he proves that being kind matters just as much as being talented or successful. While fame can sometimes make people distant, Jimin's actions reminded many that showing love and respect doesn't have to be huge or flashy. It just takes honesty, effort, and a caring heart. BTS's advice on how to deal with difficult times. BTS is known all around the world for their music, amazing performances, and big influence on pop culture. But many fans say one of the most meaningful things the group has done is speak honestly about mental health. Through interviews, songs, and personal messages, the members have helped bring attention to serious emotional struggles like depression, anxiety, and burnout. What makes it even more powerful is that they didn't wait until they were feeling down to talk about these things. Instead, they shared their experiences even during the most successful moments of their careers. One fan shared that it meant a lot to them that BTS didn't hide their feelings or pretend everything was perfect. They remembered how Suga once said depression should be talked about like it's a regular illness, like a cold. He believed that people with big platforms, like celebrities, should speak more about these issues. He explained that depression can be hard to understand unless a doctor diagnoses it, and if more people talked about it like it's something normal, it would help others feel less alone or embarrassed. He hoped that being honest would encourage more people to open up. The fan also said they appreciated how BTS showed that being successful doesn't mean someone can't feel sad or tired. Some of the members talked about feeling burnt out and depressed even when their careers were going great. This made the fan realize that it's okay to feel bad even if your life looks good from the outside. They said BTS helped break the idea that people should only be happy when things are going well. Fans say that when BTS opens up about their emotions, it feels like the group trusts them. It's not just a message from a celebrity to a fan. It feels more like a personal connection. One fan said it's like the members are saying, "I'm having a hard time too. Maybe this will help you." Because of that honesty, many fans feel seen and understood, even if their own lives are very different. Another powerful moment for fans was when Yoongi said in an interview that everyone in the world feels lonely or sad sometimes. He hoped that if people understood this, they would feel more comfortable saying things like, "I miss someone," or "I'm having a hard time." He believed that if more people were open about their feelings, it would become easier to ask for help. Jin also gave advice that stuck with a lot of fans. He said that just because other people are going through tough times, it doesn't make your own struggles less important. He encouraged people to speak up when they're feeling down and to ask others to listen and offer comfort. Fans said this made them feel like their emotions mattered, no matter what others were going through. One fan said that Jin's song Abyss made a big impact on them. They explained that the lyrics about feeling lost in the sea and wanting to disappear really connected with how they felt inside. Jin had shared that he wrote the song during a dark time in his life, and even though the message was painful, it was also honest and healing. It reminded the fan that even someone who seems happy and successful can feel broken sometimes, and that it's okay to admit those feelings. What makes BTS's message special is that it doesn't sound like advice from people who are out of touch. Instead, it feels personal, like they're being real about their own pain. Because they're honest, it helps fans feel less alone and gives them the courage to talk about their own emotions. Through their music and their words, BTS has created more than just songs. They've made a safe space where emotions are taken seriously and respected. By doing this, they've given their fans something really important. Not just comfort, but the strength to ask for help when they need it. V joined the Billions Club. BTS member V has reached a huge milestone in his solo career. His song, Love Me Again, from his debut solo album Layover, has now been streamed over 1 billion times on Spotify. What makes this achievement even more impressive is that it happened without a big promotional campaign or a lot of advertising. On May 7th, Spotify gave V a special plaque to recognize this success, and the BTS official Instagram account posted a photo of the award to celebrate. They also thanked fans around the world for their support. The song quickly started gaining attention. Before reaching 1 billion streams, it had already passed 800 million on Spotify. The music video on YouTube has also been watched over 114 million times. In addition to that, Love Me Again was chosen by Billboard readers as favorite new music, which showed how much people enjoyed it. V is now the third BTS member to get a 1 billion stream plaque from Spotify. He joins Jimin and Jungkook, who reached the same goal with their own solo songs. Jungkook earned the award with tracks like Standing Next to You, 7 featuring Lotto, and Left and Right. Jimin got his with Like Crazy from the Face album and Who from Muse. Now with Love Me Again, V has become part of what fans call the Billions Club, completing the trio of the group's youngest members to earn this honor. Some fans believe that V's success is even more meaningful because they feel his music wasn't promoted as much as the others by their company, Big Hit Music. Fans have shared their opinions online, saying they think V didn't get the same level of support as other members during his solo release. However, they also said that his music proved itself without needing that extra push. They pointed to the streaming numbers as proof of how strong his talent and fan base are. On social media, fans were quick to show how happy and proud they were. Some said they admired how he achieved this without needing help from big promotions. Others mentioned how loyal his fan base is, and how they kept streaming the song since it came out. Many fans also said they hoped the song could appear again on big music charts like Billboard, because they felt it deserved even more recognition. J-Hope opens up in his latest interview. On May 6th, BTS member J-Hope appeared on the Zach Sang Show for a highly awaited interview. He talked about his recent solo music, his thoughts on love, his time in the military, and what fans can expect next. As soon as the interview was released, fans all over the world reacted with excitement, especially after hearing what he had to say about his upcoming music. In the interview, J-Hope discussed his 2 newest songs, Sweet Dreams, featuring Miguel, and Mona Lisa. He also gave a small hint about a 3rd single that hasn't been released yet. While he didn't reveal much, he explained that the next song would continue to show the fun and emotional sides of his personality, especially related to love. He described the song as unique and said it would express his feelings in a new way that fans haven't seen before. After the interview, fans quickly posted their reactions online. Many said they were excited and couldn't wait to hear the new track. One fan guessed that all 3 songs might be connected, like a story unfolding through music. Another fan joked that it's hard to predict what the song will really sound like, because BTS members often describe songs one way, but surprise everyone with something totally unexpected. Others said they were thankful J-Hope explained his reasons for making music, and appreciated how he talked about growing as an artist. Some fans shared that it meant a lot to hear him say he had explored deeper thoughts in his earlier album, Jack in the Box, and is now moving on to new themes in life. Fans also looked back at the 2 songs he already released. Some compared his description of the upcoming song to how Jungkook once described Seven, a love song that ended up surprising many people. A few fans said they were already imagining what the new track might sound like, based on J-Hope's previous work and personal style. J-Hope's solo journey gained huge attention starting with Sweet Dreams, which came out on March 7th. According to Big Hit Music, the song is a love serenade, a heartfelt message about wanting to love and be loved. He first performed the song at his Hope on the Stage concert at KSPO Dome in Seoul. On stage, he explained that he had noticed how rare love feels in the world today. He said he began to wonder if he had ever made a proper love song, and that's when the idea for Sweet Dreams was born. He said the song was his way of sharing love with his fans. Just 2 weeks later, on March 21st, he released Mona Lisa, another song about love. He first gave fans a sneak peek of this track at his Brooklyn concert at Barclays Center. At the show, he told the audience that Mona Lisa was his personal way of expressing love. He even called his fans his masterpiece. This message touched many listeners, and the song made its debut at number 65 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming his 7th solo track to appear on the chart. With 2 successful singles out and a third on the way, fans are watching J-Hope's journey closely. The first song showed a softer, more emotional side of love, while the second was more creative and bold. Now fans are waiting to see what the third track will reveal. Even after serving in the military, J-Hope has proven that his passion for music hasn't faded. Supporters everywhere are eager to see what he shares next. J-Hope talks about what BTS will look like in the future. With BTS expected to reunite by mid-2025, J-Hope shared honest thoughts about how going solo has helped him grow, not just as a performer, but as a person. Talking about his current Hope on the Stage tour and recent solo songs, J-Hope explained that performing by himself felt very different from being part of BTS. He said that doing solo concerts and releasing his own songs made him grow in new ways. It gave him a chance to figure out who he is outside the group. He believes both his time with BTS and his solo work are helping him become a better version of himself. He also talked about how his love for music first started with dance. When he moved to Seoul and joined BTS, he noticed how deeply the other members cared about making music. That motivated him to go beyond just dancing and start learning about producing and rapping. He said his bandmates showed him new ways to express feelings through music, and that made a big difference in how he connects to it now. Later in the interview, J-Hope talked about what could happen when all 7 BTS members come back together. They're all expected to finish their military service by June 2025. He said that taking time apart to focus on solo careers might actually help the group in the long run. He explained that when BTS talked about their future, they agreed to take an open-minded approach. Instead of rushing back, they decided to give each member space to grow. He said making music on their own wasn't always easy. It came with challenges, but each of them learned a lot. Now that they've all had these experiences, he believes the group will return with more strength and energy. He thinks their music will feel fresh because of everything they've gone through separately. Fans are already looking forward to what the new BTS music will sound like. Online, many have said they're excited to see how the members' personal styles will come together again. They hope the reunion will bring deeper lyrics, new ideas, and an even stronger connection between the members. According to J-Hope, these solo projects weren't just something to pass the time. They were an important part of growing up and becoming better artists. And now, with a full group comeback approaching, he feels they're more ready than ever to show the world what they've learned. Rumors claim Jin collapsed on set and was rushed to the hospital. But is any of it true? Lately, there's been a rumor going around on YouTube that BTS member Jin collapsed while filming a movie and had to be taken to the hospital. As of now, there's absolutely no real proof that this happened. Jin hasn't said anything about it, neither has Big Hit Music, and no trusted news source has reported it either. Even though there's nothing to back it up, this story has spread quickly because of misleading posts and people repeating it without checking the facts. This isn't the first time something like this has happened to BTS. Over the years, the group has been the target of many false claims, and fans have often had to step in to stop the spread of lies. Back in 2018, people thought Suga was dating singer Saran because of similar Instagram posts. The rumor was proven false by Big Hit, and Saran later posted on Instagram explaining that she had received a lot of hate, even though nothing was going on between them. Jungkook and V have also been caught up in dating rumors with other K-pop idols. People guessed they were in relationships based on edited photos or moments that were taken out of context. None of these claims were ever confirmed, and there was no solid evidence. Jin was even falsely rumored to be dating comedian Lee Guk-joo. She later explained on TV that someone had made a joke about her dating a good-looking idol trainee, and people randomly picked Jin as the target. She said clearly that they've just been good friends for years. It's not just about fake dating news either. J-Hope was once accused of getting plastic surgery on his nose. That rumor only stopped when his old-school pictures were shared online, showing his nose had always looked the same. Jungkook was also wrongly accused of self-harm when a photo from the 2017 KBS Song Festival went viral. Fans quickly pointed out that the marks on his wrist weren't there earlier that night, proving the rumor was false. There was also a fake quote going around claiming Demi Lovato said BTS didn't deserve to be at the American Music Awards in 2017. In reality, she hadn't even arrived at the show when people said she made those comments. Later, she was seen enjoying BTS's performance, and they've even interacted positively on social media since then. Even bigger accusations have been made against BTS. When their album, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Part 1 sold over 8,000 copies in 30 minutes, some people accused Big Hit of sajayegi, which means faking sales to boost chart rankings. The case was taken to court, but the Seoul Central District Prosecutor's Office found no evidence and closed the investigation. Still, some people kept spreading the lie. All of this shows how easily false information can spread, even if there's no proof. The rumor about Jin fainting and being hospitalized fits the same pattern. There's no trustworthy source confirming it, and until someone from BTS or their company speaks out, it's just a rumor, nothing more. Sharing fake stories about someone's health can be harmful. It creates fear, stress, and can damage someone's reputation, especially when they're famous. With BTS being one of the most followed groups in the world, rumors like this can spread to millions of people very quickly. That's why it's important to check facts before sharing something online. Fans and others are encouraged to rely on official sources and verified news when it comes to BTS. Time and again, false rumors have caused confusion and unnecessary drama, but they can be stopped just as fast when people choose to stick to the truth.